Yes, sir. And now it's time for...
What's that sound?
Shout out to Keith!
Our nerdy news segment brought to you by Keith. Thank you for the music, Keith.
Shout out to Keith!
Episodes 3 and 4. That we could talk about episodes 3 and 4 now that we're recording on Wednesday, Dane. Episode 4 dropped. I wonder if you could tell Dane where, or you could tell me and Dane where that's from, we will do something special for you. I don't know what it is. You got to tell us where that's from.
$15. We will cash app you $15.
Okay.
$15.
Okay, you said it. $15 if you can tell us where that from. Dan, can you repeat it, or they just got to listen?
Nope.
They can rewind.
Look,
they can rewind.
They have to either rewind or have to watch the whole thing all over again.
Yes, get these views up.
Yeah, $15 though. No cap.
Okay, episodes 3 and 4 of What If, man. Episode 3, I'll talk about a little bit first, was very, very interesting to see. Kind of talks about, it goes back to the beginning of the MCU as far as Iron Man 2 when he had that, he was turning into a little gremlin in his neck, and they gave him a little antidote.
That was just a little heat rash, man.
Yeah. Black Widow
rash, bro.
gave him a little antidote, but in our regular MCU, he was healing him. Yeah. And so in this one, he dies from this. Yeah. So basically,
did he die
episode 3?
Spoiler alert.
He died.
Did he die from it though? Or was he killed from it?
You know what I mean.
Oh.
He was killed by this, by something. We don't know. When we're watching it, we don't know what it is. So basically, all the Avengers that were a part of the Avengers initiative. So while Nick Fury is trying to get the team together to be the Avengers, somebody is killing them off one by one. And we later find out it's Hank Pym dressed up as Yellow Jacket. And he is upset that Janet Van Dyne, his daughter, died. Okay, go ahead, Dane.
Well, actually, Hank Pym, he was the Yellow Jacket in one of the series runs back in the day. So if you want to be technical, he wasn't dressed up as the Yellow Jacket. Hank Pym is and was the Yellow Jacket.
Was it correct if I say he's dressed up in a Yellow Jacket suit? How about that?
We'll go with that one. Look, your nerdy card is up for further review. It's pending.
So yeah, I know. Episode 3, somebody's killing off the Avengers. We find out later is Hank Pym, and with the help of Loki, Nick Fury helps defeat Hank Pym, and then we also kind of get a glimpse of what might be future Avengers. And at the end, he's kind of trying to figure out who should be the next Avengers. And we've already seen glimpses of Captain Carter in episode 1, T'Challa as Star-Lord in episode 2. So this kind of gives the kind of tease that he might go try to find them. And then episode 4, which just dropped today, was incredible. And I think episode 2, on the strength of T'Challa, really made that my favorite, bro. I'm still gonna give it some time to kind of figure out if I like episode 4 more than 2. But I love episode 4. Gotta let it marinate a little bit. But episode 4 is the Doctor Strange episode where he kind of fights against himself and a whole nother version of himself, because he's trying to go back in time and save Christine, who died in this timeline. And I'll let you talk because I've talked enough about it. What do you think of the episodes?
I thought they were dope. The concept, my favorite concept so far has been episode 3, with Nick Fury doing what Nick Fury does best. And that's 1, being resourceful, 2, always having a trick up his sleeve. There was no one, we know how smart he is, his intelligence, right? Just with him being, of course, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. And the way that he moved in the MCU, sort of in the shadows. So seeing an episode that was primarily based on from his point of view was pretty cool, just to see how he put it all together. And now, come to think of it, the Avengers Initiative was something that was put together years in advance. So he's seeing his team, the tryouts, if you will, seeing that roster being ripped to shreds in real time. And in addition to that, as he's going along in the story, there's the hamster wheel in his head is already turning because boom, he's already, without even trying, he's already recruited Loki.
So you
But of
think
course,
Loki's
those
going to be an
plans.
Avenger?
Well, no. The way that he recruited him to
Got you. I
essentially
got you.
help him kill Yellowjack, and then of course it backfired with Loki becoming the leader of the free world. So we think
President
but
Loki?
yeah, I think we have more. I think there might be more to it, but I would love to see where that team leads if this is in fact another version of the Avengers Initiative. So I'm excited about that. Episode 4, I love Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is probably one of my most, not my most. It is for me at least one of the most interesting characters in terms of the limitations that, or the, I get what's the unlimitations? No, that's not a word.
Talking about how his power set is so high.
Yeah, his not only his abilities are just so they're everywhere, right? In terms of what he's capable of doing because of the concept of him learning and just him being able to use spells and just different variations of wittiness that he's learned over the years of the course of his study, or centuries for that matter. Wink, wink. But the story itself, I was like, okay, how's this going to be? How's there going to be a villain? And then of course when we get to the spin, if you will, the twist, if you will, that he actually was the villain. Like he himself was the villain. Like when the ancient one, she did her little thing, hit him with the spell and split him into two.
Right.
Like that was dope. Like the way that they built that up, it would have been nice. No, I'm not gonna change that. I was gonna say it would have been nice if we got that in 2 separate episodes. Like we got all this all the way up to him essentially not realizing that, him becoming self-aware. If that was a whole different episode, that would have been cool. But I like the way the pacing of it, the whole absorbing, the enchanted monsters.
It's
and
very
stuff,
dark, man.
little creepy, little creepy.
Yeah.
But I like it because
Yeah.
if the reports are right, this new movie, The Multiverse of Madness. Wait, is it the Madness or Multiverse? Or Multiverse of Madness? It's one of the two. Some with
Multiverse
the
of
multiverse,
Madness.
some with the madness. Oh, some with the multiverse, some with the madness. If the reports are true, if the reports are true, it's really going to be essentially a horror flick. So, in that, the transformation that he, took upon with all them little mythical creatures getting absorbed in his body parts, that's stuff out of a horror story. So, I don't know. I like the direction. I have no idea how that's going to unfold in terms of what that's going to be like, because it seems like that would be the end of that particular universe because of the way that it ended. So,
right.
I don't know, dude.
And I know we had a lot of talk about when this episode or when this series started, like how it was going to connect to the MCU, or how, because there's always that connective tissue, and I think this was our first maybe kind of glimpse at it, because if we go back to what we talked about last week, or it dropped after we had recorded, which was the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Like
we know, Shelly. We know.
Yeah. Tap my own back because
all hail the great Negrodamus.
Okay, so yeah, the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer dropped, and in that trailer we see Doctor Strange not reluctantly.
Or so we assume it's Doctor Strange.
Exactly. Doing this spell to help Peter, clear his name and help people forget that, he's not Spider-Man. And so this could kind of be a clue to, is this that Doctor Strange that we see at the end of episode 4 of What If? That is,
remember, Peter, careful.
Yeah, this guy, we don't know, but maybe that's kind of a clue to, why Doctor Strange is acting so weird. It might not be Mephisto. It might be an evil version of Doctor Strange. So just got to wait and see.
Could be Nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, episode 4 in general visually was fantastic. It reminded me, like the part where he was absorbing all those animals and creatures or whatever. It felt like one of those early 90s Disney cartoons that, just had like the different animations and different things that were going on. Like, I guess
Right.
it just threw me back to like in elementary school, we used to watch videos like for free time, and it would just be like
Mixed
weird
animation and
Disney.
stuff.
Yeah, it was just full of animation, which was a good thing. Like, it was great to see, and obviously, the twist it takes at the end with Evil Strange beating the regular Strange was kind of different. Definitely wasn't expecting that. And there's still 5 more episodes of this series to go, man. It's
Crazy. We're not
interesting,
even
kind of see
halfway
where they're
there.
gonna. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see or try to figure out where they're gonna go next. I know eventually, well, from the trailer footage, you know how Marvel could be about trailers, but I think we're gonna get some kind of team up with the characters we've met so far, becoming the this version of the Avengers. So we got T'Challa coming back in 3 episodes, Chadwick Boseman. So we know it's going to be interesting to kind of see how they pull it all together and what parts are going to be a part of the MCU as a whole. So, yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself, my friend.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah.